Giuseppe Pizzeria Garlic Fingers by Dr. Rutger.
The pain you felt yesterday can become the strength that motivates you today. If anyone knows that, it's the Stoneman Douglas Eagles.
This wasn't for us. This was for the 17 victims. We played for them.
17 players on the Stoneman Douglas hockey team. 17 victims at their high school less than 2 weeks before. The symbolism was impossible to ignore.
For us, felt like that was our way of memorializing them. Everyone that was there was proud that we did that, and we definitely feel like we did the right thing.
Winning the Florida State Championship qualified them for the national championship a month later in Minnesota.
One of the things we had talked about was coming to nationals, so that was the goal for our season. But we never really said what we planned to do once we were here.
Many of the players on the team had more than a national championship on their minds. The March for Our Lives, organized by Stoneman Douglas students, was happening the same weekend. One of more than 800 marches that popped up around the world was to be held at the Minnesota State Capitol in St. Paul.
When it feels like the end of time, know that as the grains fall, you'll be playing on my mind.
It was important to be there because my school started this, our community started this.
Never again will we have our friends labeled lost when we know where they actually are. Never again should anyone have to attend 17 funerals in 1 week. Never again will a community be brought together by such a tragic event. Never again.
That march was a tipping point. It was way bigger than people had predicted. The messages were unbelievable. These kids mean business.
That afternoon, the team set their eyes on one final goal. After losing their first 2 games at the national championship, they had one last chance to do something memorable.
One of the things I mentioned to the boys, I don't know if they all knew this, the Douglas organization has been a couple times to nationals and has not won a game. So that was kind of the goal at the beginning of this game was, let's do what we can to bring that win home and get a little history for ourselves.
When I went to OT, I left everything out on the ice.
It was just the perfect ending to my high school career. Being able to win a game at nationals the first time for the school, have it being in overtime and have it being one of my best friends who scored the goal. It just makes this story even better. It's just gonna be a great story to tell. I'm gonna enjoy telling it.
It felt like we won the national championship. Like, even though we lost the other games, we were all smiling the whole time. We were just happy kids.
To do what they did is unbelievable, and it is as a team, as a Florida Panthers organization, we were inspired by them, and they say it's the other way around, but I think we drew more inspiration from them than they did from us.
These kids, I see them all living in their phones. I don't think they knew how to communicate. I was wrong, I was really wrong. Not only are they able to communicate, they're fierce, they're well-spoken, they know what they want, they're not afraid to say it, and the phone that I was worried about turned into their weapon. These tough hockey boys have been loaded with compassion and empathy and love, and because of them, you can be optimistic.
My Hometown, brought to you by new Giuseppe Pizzeria Garlic Fingers by Dr. Rutger.